Nintendo recently released The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and I played that game non-stop until I 100%ed it. From the moment I started playing, I knew I wanted to squeeze this game dry of as much content as I could, but was it worth it? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and answer that question now and say, yeah, it definitely is. But before I tell you why, let's go over what is considered a true 100% run of the game. I found this list on GameSpot by the user EnderGame537 that sums up what is needed for a 100% completion of Echoes of Wisdom. Here's what the list says. We need all 18 main story quests, all 50 side quests, all heart containers, which equates to 7 hearts we get from bosses and 40 heart pieces found in the overworld, all 150 mic crystals and no mic crystal upgrades, all 25 stamps, get try to max level 11, all 4 fairy bottles, all key items and item slots filled, all 69 smoothie recipes, all 5 accessory slots with all 26 accessories, all 8 pieces of clothing, all 127 echoes, all 6 automatons, all 18 plate tips, which I was honestly confused about and didn't know what these were when I first saw this list. The entire map filled out with all waypoints unlocked, perfect scores on all 3 stages of Tough Mango minigame, fast times in all 5 Acorn minigames, course master in all 3 courses in the flag race minigame, and what was the hardest thing for me to do, get in all fast times in all 15 dojo trials. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do. But first, let's talk about the game itself. If you're a longtime Zelda fan, then more than likely you were as excited and surprised as me when Echoes of Wisdom was announced. Finally, Nintendo had made a Zelda game where you got to play as our favorite princess Zelda. And although it's not the first time this has been done, and yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about those other games, it was the first time Nintendo themselves did it and the game looked great. I'll admit, at first when I was watching the trailer, I wasn't really that hooked on it, but regardless, I was still excited, especially since this is my favorite game series of all time. So, as soon as the game came out, I immediately started playing it and fell in love with it right away. This game is a lot like the older Zelda titles in that it has dungeons and puzzles as well as collecting heart pieces among other things, which I love since I've always preferred the older titles a lot more. And using echoes to help in your adventure turned out to be extremely fun, and I often found myself changing what I thought were my favorite echoes for others that I thought were better, only to come back to the echoes I liked at first. In this game, you are not limited to playing in a certain way. Instead, using echoes, you decide how you want to play and it's all up to your imagination, which I love. It reminds me of games like Tears of the Kingdom and Elden Ring, but with a lot less content, which I'm actually okay with since I don't feel overwhelmed by it like I did with those other 2 games. Now onto the actual game itself. Unlike other Zelda titles, Echoes of Wisdom starts off at the end of Link's adventure when he confronts Ganon and tries to save Zelda. After defeating Ganon, however, he gets swallowed by what we later find out is a rift that connects the Dark World with the Light World. But right before fully falling into the rift, Link shoots an arrow at the crystal in which Zelda is held captive and cracks it enough so that Zelda is able to escape. Zelda then escapes Ganon's lair and is found by Hyrule soldiers who escort her back to the castle. But once she is united with her father, a rift opens inside the throne rooms and swallows the king along with the minister and the general. All 3 of them are then replaced by echoes created by the main villain of the game, who we later find out is called Null. Null's main objective is to get a hold of the Triforce, or in this game called Prime Energy, in order to restore the world back to nothingness like it used to be before the 3 goddesses came together and created it. Then, the Echo that replaced the king orders the soldiers to imprison Zelda, stating that she is responsible for creating the rifts. In prison, we meet our companion for the rest of the game, Tri, who explains to us that they along with their friends are in charge of closing the rifts that have been opened throughout the world. Tri then tells Zelda that she has what it takes to help close the rifts and gives her a rod that allows her to copy items and enemies and create echoes of them to help her along her journey. Then, after sneaking past the soldiers and meeting up with Impa, who I will not want to pick a fight with after the way she handled those soldiers. Jesus Christ! What? Oh my god. Ever. We escape through an underground passage and end up on a beach in the far south. And finally, our adventure begins. From here, there are a few story-related missions you are required to do, like closing the rifts where Impa's brother is trapped alongside the minister, the rift where the general is trapped, and finally the rift where the king of Hyrule is trapped. Then, after that, we are tasked with closing the rifts around the world, only this time instead of closing them in a specific order, you can close them in any order you want. There are 7 specific rifts that you have to close in order to progress through the story. These rifts are connected to the main dungeons of the game, and we actually already closed 4 of them before getting to this point. Those were the ones that we rescued the king and the others in, with the last 3 main rifts located in Faron Wetlands, Elden Volcano, and the last one in Hero Mountain. I chose to go for the Faron Temple first, then the Lanerio Temple, which is the one in Hero Mountain, and I left the Elden Temple for last. In between these temples, I made sure to fully explore the map and collect every heart piece, my crystal, and echoes I found along with doing every side mission I ran into. Oh, and you also get to fight an echo of Link in some of these dungeons, which I thought was really cool. Wait, is that... Yo, I get to fight Link? Oh, God, I'm so stoked for this. Nice. I don't know why, dude. I'm so excited for fighting Link right now. Go. He's so good. Link is so good, bro. Good, good. I mean, not good. I love Link, but, like, go. Oh my god. Oh god, he gets stronger? Wait, hold on. That's not fair. Go, attack. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, come here. Link. 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 Oh my god! No! Wait! Link, please. Taking your time over here, man. Go again! Go again! Go again before you hear it! Nice. By the time I made it to the Elden Dungeon, I was only missing about 14 out of 50 missions, 4 heart pieces, about 30 mic crystals, 3 acorn minigames, 5 dojo trials, 1 outfit, and a ton of recipes since I wasn't really paying attention to those and I lost count after a while when I actually went to get them. So, after finishing the Elden Temple, I went back and collected the rest of the heart pieces, mic crystals, did the acorn minigames, and got all the recipes before I attempted to get fast times on the last 5 dojo challenges. I made sure to leave this for last because I knew this would be the hardest thing for me to do in the game. And I was right. I spent almost 6 hours attempting to get the fast time in one of these trials alone. That trial being the Blank Slate Battle Ice Challenge. It got to the point that I was seriously debating on just leaving it like that and making this video claiming that I did everything else and hoped that it would be okay. But I decided not to give up and keep going until I was finally able to do it. Yes! 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 Wait, is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes! Pumpkins. That's great. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. As long as I'm able to just get away from that for now. After that, all I had left to do was make my way to the Eternal Forest, get the last 2 echoes located here, solve the puzzle to open the entrance to where the Deku Tree was, and chase down Null, who had taken Zelda's form to get a hold of the Prime Energy. But then when Null touched the Prime Energy, it split into 3 pieces, with one going to Null, one going to Zelda, and the last one going to Link, whom Null had captured. Oh, how the tables have turned. Zelda then rescues Link after fighting Null, and they both chase down Null to the Dark World, and together they defeat it, putting the Prime Energy back together and restoring back Hyrule. Then Tri leaves us as there's no more drifts to close, and the game ends with everyone celebrating Zelda and Link's accomplishments. Wait, what? What did he say? Please tell me what he's saying. I'm so curious. What was that reaction? What did Link say? Why did they have that reaction at the end there? Close, but no. Amazing game though. Very, 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 very good. Okay, that was kind of rushed, but I didn't want to spoil too much of the story for those of you who haven't played the game yet, because I feel like this is one of those games that will leave an impact on you when you first experience it. I genuinely recommend everyone to try this game at least once, especially if you are a longtime Zelda fan. Trust me, once you play it, you'll see how similar it is to older titles, especially Ocarina of Time in so many aspects like its dungeons, bosses, and characters you get to meet. When it comes to 100% in the game, it's not that hard at all. Well, aside from that one dojo trial. But if you're someone who's actually good at games unlike me, then you'll have no trouble with it. It also didn't take long to 100% with my final playtime being around 40 hours. And I can't wait to dive back in and play through hero mode. I usually have some complaints about games even if they're just minor things, and maybe I'm just biased. Or actually, I probably am being biased seeing as this is a Zelda game that reminds me a lot of the old Zelda formula. But I'm having a hard time finding things I don't like about this game or complaints I have about it. Anyway, here's my 100% file fully completed with every recipe unlocked along with everything on the map. At the end, once I was done getting everything, it felt very rewarding, and I never once felt stressed out when it came to finding every collectible in the game like I sometimes do with other games. Again, I'm probably being biased here, but I think 100% in Echoes of Wisdom and seeing every aspect the game has to offer is definitely worth it, and I recommend everyone to go for it, especially the Zelda fans out there. But I just have one final question for those who have played it. How do you feel about this game? And if you also 100%ed it, do you think it was worth it? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Have a great morning, day, or night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.